With the way the world is, it is rare to see a woman at the executive level in the engineering sector. That is because only 20% of engineering graduates are female. 40% of those graduates will either never pursue engineering professionally or will quit once they have started working in it. So our next guest on the show is Dora Zulu, who has spent 12 years in retail before making her way to engineering. And when she made the switch, she entered at the top, becoming the CEO of a Black-owned engineering company. Thank you so much, Dora, for joining us on Business Edge when as we talk about your sojourn in the engineering sector.
Thank you.
You started as a retailer, spent 12 years climbing up the ladder. Then you switched focus and became a leader in the engineering sector in a profitable and growing engineering firm. Would it have been more difficult if you had started your life professionally in the engineering field?
To be honest with you, because I've been in corporate for so many years, I've learned a lot of skills in how to manage a team, that is one, how to resolve conflict, number two, number three, how to deal with different types of people. So that was a privilege that I had when I was in the corporate world for 15 years. So when I moved into the mining space, it was very challenging for me as a woman because first of all, you come in there with male that are very intimidating. You come in the boardroom where you are the only woman that needs to make a final decision or that needs to influence the team behind and roll up your sleeves, go underground if you have to go underground and make things happen. So it wasn't an easy journey. However, because I had a team behind me that really supported the vision and I had the people that I worked with in terms of my suppliers, my clients, also due to the relationship. Relationship is key and it makes it very easy for us to escalate whatever task or responsibility that we are given.
Well,
so yeah, it was tough.
Of course.
Because it's a woman, as a woman, but yeah.
All right. Of course, you've
All
right. You've talked about the fact that you had backings and support from different people. But then, what are those critical challenges you would say you faced personally during the course of your journey? How have you been able to surmount those challenges, giving inspiration to other women in your field?
Challenge number one, because it's a job that you need to be standby 24 hours. If something goes wrong, you need to take accountability of every project that has been given to you. That is one. Number two, challenge number two is because when you are a woman, it's expected for you to not be strong in the field of engineering and construction. However, if we have God on our side, it's always easy to handle any task or any challenge that we face in this world.
Finally, before I let you go, Dora, we are aware that you also are a coach, a real-life coach, if I could put it that way, despite the fact that you're also in the engineering sector making giant strides. During the course of experience, quickly, what are those things you think that African women are lacking, that you think if they can bring them up to speed in those regards, it can help them foster growth personally and corporately within the engineering space?
Okay, number one, a lot of us women, sometimes we don't have confidence in ourselves. Number two, a lot of us women, we become too confident, which also makes us a bit arrogant. So those are the two things that I've realized that can make or break you as a business entrepreneur, as a Black woman person. Number three, because in this world in this journey called life, we go through a lot of challenges. However, the thing that I've realized a lot of women also lack is that discipline. Being disciplined, being on time, show up if you have to show up. Don't give up if things becomes challenging. Number four, always be motivated. Don't show your team your weak areas. Don't show your team where you struggle, because they can use that against you as a leader. And it also demoralizes your team to perform if they know that you are a demotivated leader. So it's one of the things that I think that sometimes we also take our personal issues to work, which means there's no balance between work and business, because there's a business principles that needs to be adhered to and followed, and there's a home principle that needs to be adhered to. Number 4, most of the South African business women, we tend to also sometimes neglect our mother roles, our wife's roles, our home duties, and focus on the business, which also becomes a negative thing, because now our children end up not having a right direction, because we are full-time in the business area. But we just need to bring that balance. And that's where Exousia Women Branding was birthed, because I realized that being a working mom, a businesswoman, and being an influential woman, you need to always have that balance of always wearing a hat of being a home and being in the corporate.
All right, thank you so much, Dora, because that is what we can take from you. It's quite exciting to engage on the discussion. Most especially what you've mentioned is having to strike a balance and have a positive outlook when you are venturing or trying to meet your targets in the engineering space. Thank you so much for joining us, Dora. To have a fruitful day.
Thank you so much for this time. Be blessed.
And you too. Well, that's it about the discussion segment on Business Edge.